it's crafting day, so it don't matter what day it is, right? I'm Christy with Christy's Craft Room.
I'm not.
That's my husband, Tim. He is getting ready to send out the text message right now to let everybody know that we are live. If you would like a text message when we go live, just text hello to 877-273-6227 and we will send you a text message with the link to come right here to watch us live. Y'all, we got a fun patriotic craft for you today. Patriotic season is upon us. Memorial Day is this month. We've got 4th of July coming up. We've got Labor Day coming up in a few months. So it is like deep into patriotic season time of year. Not only for us here in the US, but we have some friends in Canada that are celebrating Canada Day coming up. And we have, if you see behind me, I showed them all on my live earlier. So if you missed that, go back and watch that when I show you all of them up close. But you guys, all the patriotic goodness is in the shop right now, and all of our first responder hero collection is on sale, so make sure you check that out and grab those because those are retiring from the shop and you will not be able to get them after May 31st, and the sale will only last until Friday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, okay? Hello, Miss Colleen Logan. How are you? Hey! She says he, and then she goes, LOL, hey! You hit that send button a little too soon, didn't you? Hello, hello. How are you? Hey, Miss Kathy, Miss Susan, Miss Patty Campbell. How are you? Miss Quita, how are you? And Robin, and Miss Carol Edison and Miss Carol Kowalinsky. I always say your name wrong. I'm so sorry. Miss Amanda, Miss Wendy, Miss Cindy, Miss Jerry. Hello, hello, everybody. Miss Lavada. Good afternoon. Are you enjoying some coffee? Are you enjoying a little late morning, early afternoon? Oh, I guess it is not morning anymore. Well, it might be where, I don't know, it's morning for some, but it's morning coffee time somewhere, isn't it? Right?
Not here.
It's morning somewhere. Definitely not here, though. Elaine says, watched your live earlier. It was great. Everything was beautiful. Thank you, Miss Elaine. So I told you guys I would craft whatever was the most popular item from this morning's release. So this was the most popular item, our patriotic banner, our US patriotic banner. We also have a Canadian version of this. You can't see the Canadian one's up higher than the screen. But we're gonna make this today. So this is probably, this is a very easy craft to do. This one is not hard at all, but if you don't know how to do the ribbons, that's probably gonna be the most trickiest part of it. So I will walk you through how I did it. Of course, you could do it however you want to, but I'm gonna, iced coffee,
Rhonda
my
says,
favorite.
hey y'all, did
Hey.
you like your surprise visitors? Sorry I couldn't make it.
Y'all, we missed you, Rhonda. I'm so sorry you couldn't make it too. It was fun to get to FaceTime you yesterday though. Y'all, we had some surprise visitors. They apparently have been planning for months behind the scenes to try to surprise us, and I foiled their plan. By accident, but I foiled their plan. Poor Taylor. She did a great job keeping it a secret from me and Tim. I was getting a little suspicious of some of her like trying to plan things that she doesn't normally plan. I'm like, why does she care what I'm doing in the evening? Like, why does she care? Like, why does she want my mom and dad and my sister to come to our team lunch? She was, you know, she covered it well though. She covered it well. She's like, oh, we should invite your mom and your sister just because, you know, it'll be more people, it'll be more fun, and you know, like she's just like did a really great job covering for it. But I was like, oh, okay, that's weird, but okay. Mom, Dad, Kelly, come have lunch with us.
Miss Candace is here.
Hey, Miss Candace. And so close. Yes, Miss Candace, so close. You guys, the morning that we posted those stories, I'm going to paint my star white.
Oh, but Carol
and I'm going to paint the background blue while
Carol
we chat.
says you're the only one that has mispronounced her name.
I probably am. That doesn't surprise me, Miss Carol. That doesn't surprise me at all. Not at all. So I periodically, you okay out there?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
It doesn't sound like it.
Taylor and Kayla, pretty much the two of them handle 99% of the emails. If there's something that's like specific that I have to handle or is more like directed towards me, they'll refer it to me or they'll check with me, and sometimes I'll be like, I'll reply to that, or sometimes I'll be like, just go ahead and you'll say this or whatever, and give them guidance. But they handle 99% of the emails. Taylor does most of like the subscription related things, the release related things like that. Kayla does more of like the shipping customer service side of things with like the lost packages and broken pieces, things like that. So they kind of divvy it up. But you know, we've had, you know, and we just, you know, as a business owner, you know, we have a lot of fun around here, but there is a business element to all of this fun that we have. And you could just have to check up periodically, right? Well, about once a month or so. Depends. Sometimes a little more often, sometimes a little less often. It depends on what's going on and how things are flowing. I just pop into emails and I just check. I just like check to make sure everything's being handled, make sure, you know, the way people are being responded to is to my standard, and, you know, just check on things, because that's what we're supposed to do. You know, if I see anything, it's just a training opportunity, right? So I got into the emails the other day, and, you know, I was like, I'm just going to check, make sure everything's being taken care of. I found no issues. Everything was good. But I stumbled upon an email from one of our sweet friends here, Miss Sweet Lila Gaffney. And, they were talking about them coming into town, and I'm like, wait, what? Oh, they're coming into town? When are they coming into town? So then I searched Lila Gaffney in the emails, and all these emails pop up, and I'm like, oh no, oops, oh no, uh-oh. It's like finding out about your own surprise birthday party or something. You're like, uh-oh, oops.
Hey, Peggy.
So we're like, well, darn it. I didn't want to fake being surprised. I didn't want to like show up, you know, at the lunch and just pretend, and, you know, I don't know. I didn't want to do that. So I was like, well, let's switch the surprise on them. They're trying to surprise us. Let's surprise them. And so we went and got all kinds of yummy Michigan-based goodies. You know, we got the Better Made potato chips, the Faygo soda, the Saunders chocolates, the Bumpy cake, the Saunders Bumpy cake. If you know, you know. If you know, you know, right?
Yep.
Got all kinds of goodies and put into this, amongst other things, put them into this basket, and we were like, we're going to go surprise them. They had sent their Airbnb just like a photo of it, a photo or a link, I don't remember. They sent it, but they didn't send the exact address. But y'all, we live in a small town.
Yeah.
Okay. They're staying on what would arguably be one of the most popular streets in our town. Would you say that? One of the most well-known. But one of the most well-known streets in our town. Okay, maybe not popular, but well-known. So, you know, it's a road well traveled. So it was very easy to hunt for Airbnbs in our area and find where they're staying. So we decided to show up and surprise them. Y'all, they weren't there. They weren't there. They decided to go spend the day in Frankenmuth. Frankenmuth. Yes, this is a 4th of July Memorial Day patriotic craft. And you can get these in our shop right now. These wood cutouts are in our shop. So we went there, and that's what those videos we were teasing about. We're on a secret mission, and then, you know, we left the goodies. Well, then we ended up going out for lunch tomorrow. So yeah,
we ended up going out for lunch tomorrow.
So no, if you try being sneaky,
we tried going out. We actually went out for lunch.
We went out for lunch. Sorry, we went out for lunch yesterday. Yesterday we went out to lunch with them.
Well, Candace said to hide from us.
To hide?
That's why they went shopping.
Oh yeah, they were hiding from us. They're like, you're not gonna foil our plan. We're gonna go hide from you. Yeah, but they went to Frankenmuth. That was the home of our very, very first KCR Live. So some of them have been there. A lot of them hadn't been there before. So they went and visited there, which I recommend that to anyone who comes to Michigan. If you get a chance to go to Frankenmuth, go. It's a amazingly cute little town.
A super chat.
Superstar. I was going to try to make stars. How do you make stars with your fingers?
I don't know.
Superstars! Wait. Superstar! Oh, wait, it's a super chat. Super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Miss Lavada. Thank you, girlfriend. I got to come up with something better for that because that's not good. Frankenmuth is fun.
Frankenmuth's a lot of fun. They got a lot of cool things up there.
We usually go around Christmas time here.
Places to eat.
It's kind of a Christmas tradition for people to go there at Christmas time because it's like literally a Christmas town at Christmas time. There's so many cute little handmade shops and stores and just small business at its finest. And then, of course, there's Bronner's. Bronner's Christmas store. Year-round, you can go to Bronner's Christmas store. They are open year-round, 360, I think, 4 days a year? Or is it 65? I think they close for Christmas.
I think that's
the only day they close.
Hold on here.
But we got to go to lunch yesterday, and it was so fun. Mom and Dad came to lunch. My sister came to lunch. We had so much fun. So much fun. It was so weird, though. I was like, it was so weird having them here. It was cool having them here in our hometown. But it was strange. It was like, it felt like a mini live event. It kind of felt like a little mini live event. But it was super, super fun. Yeah, Bronner's is awesome. Yeah, 364 days. Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. I was pretty sure they're closed on Christmas.
Okay. Debbie, I responded to your comment with a link to get more information on the VIP group.
Okay. Yes, all the information's there. If you still have questions, then email us and we can help you. If you go there and you still have questions. All right, so I'm doing a second coat on my white star. My little small star for the center. I could have done scrapbook paper on this too. Scrapbook paper would have been really pretty.
Yep.
On one of these too.
Get ready, guys. I'm going to grab some names here in a second.
Man, scrapbook paper would have been a good idea. Oh, well. I don't know. Y'all. I don't know. I feel like scrapbook paper would be super, super cute. Alright, while Tim gets some names, I'm going to dig through my scrapbook paper and maybe change my mind.
We have
Maybe the first time.
Julie Roslanik, Billy Peg Roma Renfro, Carol Frost, Trish Lucas, Sarah Rappaport, Janet Lasala, and Jerry Hubbard Pinnell.
Ooh. I like that one. Hold on, y'all. I do have some patriotic scrapbook paper right here. What about that? On the white one. What do y'all think? Thumbs up? Thumbs up for the scrapbook paper, hearts for the white. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up for the scrapbook paper, hearts for leave it white. I do have a white one back there. So it'd be fun to do the scrapbook paper, I feel like. But thumbs up or hearts, I will let you guys decide. Should I do paint or scrapbook paper? Thumbs up for scrapbook paper, hearts for paint. Sharon says, yes, that's pretty. What do y'all think?
It's looking like thumbs up.
All right.
Miss Mary.
Okay.
Miss Mary.
Miss Mary. Miss Mary. Good golly, Miss Mary.
Okay.
Good golly, Miss Mary.
Get ready to take a screenshot, Miss Mary.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to post that. You were supposed to send that to me to post, and you forgot.
I was supposed to send this to her to post.
It's not my fault this time.
Let's see if it'll... It's not...
You can see it. I can see it. Oh, I actually see it better now that it's not shining. Okay.
That's where I'm at so far.
That's Tim's project. Tim's craft he's working on right now. Okay. I got some Mod Podge. So we're going to scrapbook paper this on. Let me cut this down to a little bit more of a manageable size. More manageable. Okay. All right. Whoa.
What did you do?
I don't know. I shaked it all over the place. I shook it up. Because I'm all shook up. All shook up.
Gotta get that lip going. I can't even do the lip thing, so.
Yeah, I can't do it. No. That's not cute. That's not cute.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, sugar.
Y'all. Yeah. I definitely,
Yeah, when I do get a chance to work on it, it is very relaxing.
You were working on it the other night? So.
Yep, I was. And I think, well, I'm not sure, because I was kind of looking at the steps that come next. I don't think those are going to, the next 2 steps, I don't think are going to be very relaxing.
Be a little intense.
They're going to be a little intense.
A little stressful. All right, I'm putting my Mod Podge on, making sure it's still wet everywhere. Don't let your Mod Podge dry on you before you put your paper on.
No, I am still doing all the cutouts. So.
All the cutouts.
Yeah, Adam is not taking over the lasers.
The lasers? Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Tim is not allowed to retire. He keeps saying he's retired. He's not really retired, y'all. He likes to say he's retired. He is
I like to say
far from being retired.
I'm far from retired.
Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. Oh, Miss Candace is crafting Miss Jane's snowman. Is Miss Jane crafting them too, or are you doing them for her?
Jen,
Miss
usually we live craft Monday, Wednesday, Friday, usually sometime between 12 and 3.
Yeah, sometimes.
Between 12 and 3, but the best way is to sign up for our texting and to make sure you're following us on both Facebook and YouTube, and hit the subscribe button, the little bell on YouTube, and they'll send you a notification when we go live on there.
Grab a screenshot. Join our text.
So did I get that right?
You got it right. You got it right. You got it right. You got it, mister.
Oh, Deb says her husband is building a replica of the barn on his family farm.
Oh.
For the grandson.
That is cool. That is cool.
So.
That is cool. That should be more of a thing. Like they do doll houses like a lot for little girls, but like a barn with like farm animals and things like that would be super fun. I mean, the girls would love that too. And listen, lots of boys love the doll houses too. Okay, I get it. But you know, traditionally they make them for the girls.
Well, for the boys, they're called barracks.
Barracks. Oh, the barracks, the pretty barracks. Yeah, but they're always pink and pastels and pretty colors. Susan says, my husband wants to retire because he's 67. It's been long enough, but I'm afraid he won't be able to just step away completely. It's hard. I can imagine. I can see where it can be really hard for people when they retire. I mean, especially if you've worked your entire life, like it's been your identity your entire life, and now all of a sudden the people that you've like worked with for the last 20, 30, sometimes 40 years, you don't see them every day, and I think the biggest thing, I don't know, I've never retired, so I'm just literally blowing smoke out my hoo-ha, okay? Well, out my backside, not my hoo-ha.
What the ham sandwich are you talking about over there?
I don't know. But I feel like if you're going to retire, you got to have a hobby. I feel, right? Don't you think?
Yes.
I think if you're going to go like cold turkey and you're retiring from working 9 to 5, 5 days a week, all of a sudden to going home and having zero to do, I think that would be hard for anybody. So I feel like you need to find a hobby, find something you love, whether it's fishing or golfing or crafting or skiing and hunting and I don't know, what are the other hobbies? Model car making.
Where's your phone?
Partying with your friends. You get some friends who retire all at the same time and just go hang out every day. Probably don't party every day. That might be rough. Where's my phone? Right there.
Yeah, okay.
Right there. All right, you guys, so I'm just sanding the edges off of my paper here to trim it up to the shape of my scar. I think this is gonna be cute with the scrapbook paper. I'm excited to see how this turns out. You can use scrapbook paper on a lot of the released sets this week. Crafting, yes, absolutely, crafting. Didn't I not say crafting? I know I thought it in my head. Did I not say crafting? Oh. But definitely crafting, yes. You need a hobby. You just need something to occupy your time and your mind, you know? Otherwise, I think it would be hard. And if you're married, you know, to go from spending a minimum 40 hours away from each other a week to spending 24/7 nonstop staring at each other's faces, you know, no matter how much we love each other, you know, we do need our own things.
Yes.
We do need to have our own space.
We do.
Tim and I, you know, we just need our own, no, we actually do pretty good. We do have our own things a little bit, you know. I do things with Elena. I go shopping. I spend all our money. No, I don't, but once in a while, Elena and I will go out shopping. And one time, can I share? Can I share?
Which email is this one?
That's
Is that yours? Yours?
My business, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you need the other one? I can,
Nope.
you can flip to it.
Nope, that was the one I needed, but
Okay.
what Amy sent me an email.
Oh.
But what she needs isn't there.
The job is never done. Always working. Always working. Yeah, one time Elaine and I went out shopping and he was kind of like, we bought her all that stuff. Da, 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 da. I'm like, it's my hobby. It's my me time. I want to go shopping and I don't like to shop alone, so I take Elena. And the consequence is I got to buy her some stuff while I'm there.
Yes.
Otherwise, she's not going to want to go with me. And, you know, so, you know, it's just...
Lynn says, Christy, this isn't the VIP group.
Yeah, right. I got to be careful what I share. But yeah, it was just, you know, he was like a little, I think you were a little, I could fair to say you were a little annoyed that day. Like, why'd you buy her all that? I'm like, well, it wasn't that much, but like, you know... I'm like, I just want her to go with me and I don't want to go alone.
No.
So yes, I'm buying her time and I'm fully aware of it. Okay, but she's gonna be 17 this month, okay? The time is limited.
Jen says, if you buy a kit, can you pick a day and time for delivery, you know, that you know you'll be home to receive it? Unfortunately.
Well, the only way that you could do that is, I know for like UPS, if you have an account with them, I think you can like customize your deliveries a little bit. The thing is, we don't really ever know if we're gonna ship UPS or USPS. We don't have like a designated, we only do one or the other. It just depends on where it's going, the size of the package. Some we do UPS, some we do USPS. So unfortunately, if you get your tracking information and it says it's UPS and you have a UPS account where you can do that, I think they charge a fee for that though, don't they?
Well, yeah.
I feel like they charge a fee
Well,
for that.
I know me personally, I don't have a UPS account. And because I wanted to change, you know, I wanted to schedule the delivery of that laser tube. Mm-hmm. And it was going to charge me $40 to schedule.
To schedule. It was a big package, so probably wouldn't charge you that much, but maybe.
Oh yeah, that package is, you know, 12 by 12 by 5 foot.
Yeah, it's called UPS My Choice. So, but I think there's fees for that. So, I don't know how the post office, if they have an option like that or not. I have no idea. So you can check with them. Okay, I'm gonna sand my edges of my wood a little bit here, just to kind of add to the little distressed farmhousey feel of this craft.
Farmhousey feel.
Farmhousey feel. You know, I love a farmhousey feel. Oh, you guys! I didn't even tell you. Listen, y'all are like, sprinkled, sprinkled, sprinkled. I shared the video, yada, yada, yada. All the things. Someone who shares this video and lets us know in the comments that you did will be gifted one of these. If you're in Canada, because we ship to US and Canada, it's the only qualifications, you have to live in the US or Canada, or at least have a shipping address in US or Canada. We'll let you choose if you want the US or the Canada and you'll get the cutouts so you can recreate this craft, okay? What's the best using this tool? This is called a gator sander. You can get them at all the hardware stores. Craft stores don't typically have them. I've not seen them at a craft store yet, but you can get them at the hardware stores. Home Depot, Lowe's, Lumberjack, all those places. All of those places sell it. And it works great. It comes with little removable and changeable sanders so you can refresh your sander. It lasts, it's a little bit more expensive. They're not super expensive, but it's a little bit more expensive than like the Dollar Tree sanders, but they last 1,000 times longer than the Dollar Tree sanders. Like, no joke. No joke. They last a long time. A long time. All right, I'm gonna add a little extra distressing to this one. I didn't do super distressing on that one, just a little bit, but this one I'm gonna go a little heavier with my distressing. Ooh, don't pour your craft on the floor. Craft on the floor.
Don't do that.
On the floor. I dropped my craft on the floor. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. Went all out. Let me wipe my table off. Mary says, I'll go shopping with you. My boys are not big shoppers and I won't charge you, right? I would love to go shopping with you, Miss Mary. That would be so fun.
Who?
That would be so fun. Mary Winkler.
Oh.
I think we would have a good time.
Oh my God.
I think we could get into some trouble.
Yeah, I think you two would get in trouble.
I think Heath and Tim would ground us. I think they'd be like, y'all are cut off. Y'all are cut off. No more. No more. Go shopping, get some lunch, end the day with a nice little glass of wine somewhere. Would be so fun. Oh, she says, actually, Heath will pay you to take me. Tim would probably pay you to take me too. He's like, get her out of my hair for a hot minute. Give me a break. Give me a break. Y'all, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Y'all, isn't that cute? Cute. I'm gonna just hot glue this one. No, you could just hot glue. I'm gonna still use the gel super glue because it's gonna last
She says
longer.
me and Heath are the troublemakers.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll say you. We'll blame you all. It's all your fault.
She only says one word.
Pool. Pool. Yes. Yes. I know. Tim and I would have had a very, very uneventful, quiet, relaxing evening by the fire.
Yes, we would have had a very uneventful, quiet evening had it not been for Mary and Heath.
Mary and Heath had to come and join us by the fire pit at the live event. They had to come and join us. They had to corrupt our innocent minds with a flamingo. That sounds all kinds of wrong.
It does. That sounds all kinds of wrong. It was so much fun hanging out with them.
That was fun. That was a fun evening.
It was a blast hanging out with them.
That was fun. I can't wait to hang out with all y'all at the live event this year. I kind of took a little pause from planning live event stuff, but we're getting back into it. We're getting back into it. We had like a lot going on here, but now I'm like, I gotta get back to my live event planning. We gotta get the details, the last little details hammered out. There were so many details. Susan says, oh gosh, I used to go with my 2 kids and it was way too crazy. Need to say, my son did crazy puffing and my daughter would be spraying perfume on him. Well, when my kids were little, so I had to leave the store always. When my kids were little, we had some shopping experiences like that where I'm just like, put it all back, abandon ship, we are out, I can't do this. We're putting everything back, we're going home. We've definitely had those days. I mean, with 4 kids, whew, we definitely had those days. But Elena's 17.
Chris McKinney
Well, 16, almost 17. She likes to shop.
She got her virtual ticket today.
I saw that. I saw that. So exciting. You guys,
she
just
bought something
FYI.
else too.
I split her order.
Oh.
Yeah, I split her order. I put her virtual ticket on hold because that doesn't ship till later. And the rest of her order is what you packed.
Yeah,
like 3 other items, I think.
I don't know.
3 or 4. FYI, KCR Live 2025 virtual tickets with a kit. May 31st will be your last day to purchase those. We will be cutting off sales because we have to, one, do all the things here, prepping kits and stuff, but some items are a little bit more personalized and we need more time. Plus we gotta get our t-shirt order in because you get an event shirt. We gotta get all the details locked in. We gotta finish all the planning. So May 31st will be the last day to order the virtual tickets with a kit for KCR Live 2025, okay? You don't have to be available that weekend. It'll all be streamed into a private Facebook group. You don't have to be there because the replays will be available for you for a minimum of 30 days. I don't know how we're gonna handle the like Facebook shutting things off in 30 days for that, but it'll be minimum of 30 days. You'll have access to those videos, okay? So make sure you get your, we'll figure that out. I don't know, Facebook has just complicated everything for all of us people.
They're making it tough. Get ready, guys. I'll grab some more names here in a minute.
All right, so I'm tearing strips of fabric. You can use ribbon if you don't want to do torn fabric, okay? Ribbon is totally fine. Totally fine. Tim, could you put the, there's questions coming in for the virtual with kit tickets. Can you put the link there for them?
Oh, yeah, let me.
Tim will put the link there. It'll answer all your guys' questions that are putting questions in the comments here. So you can click on that. You can look at all those details and decide if you want to get a ticket. And if you still have questions, shoot us an email. We'll be happy to answer it for you. Could you scroll up there for a second when you have a second in a minute? All right, I'm getting on my little extra strings. Now,
where?
Oh, there was a comment, a long one. Oh, right there. I wish I can do a virtual ticket because I don't get paid until June 3rd. I really want to,
I really want to do the virtual, but I already spent.
Ah, gotcha. Yes. Well, comments are going so fast, I can't keep up with them. So earlier, Miss Sarah was asking on our other live about what fabric is best for these types of crafts where we like use the fabric and make like ribbons like this. And remember I said some fabrics, like plaids, will be a little extra stringy. Like this is what I mean. They just have a lot of extra little strings. I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe hold it in front of my shirt. You can see it. See, there's a lot more stringy pieces. These little white strings sticking out. They don't tear as nicely. You just put, it's fine because I love the fabric. So you just trim up some of those extra strings.
She can't wait to come to the live. It'll be her 3rd year.
I love that.
It's awesome. All right, we have Shauna Collowart, Patricia Matanis, Amy Middleton Hartman, Leslie Lang, Bobby Ray, Sharon Miller Dunlap, Dora Babiak, and Bernita Tuttle.
I think this is the only one. I think I have one other fabric that kind of gets a little stringy like this. The rest of them all tear pretty nicely. But most cottons tear without all these strings like this. There's just the plaid ones seems like they have more of these the stringiness like this. Clean it up, clean it up. Keep it clean, keep it clean, keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Keep it clean.
Usually that's what I'm saying to myself in my head when I think of something inappropriate. I'm like, keep it clean, keep it clean, keep it clean.
Loving the stars because I'm decorating these for my son's Eagle Court of Honor. That's awesome. Wait, I think she said that earlier, that it would go good for that.
Yes. Say that again? Repeat.
For the Eagle Court of Honor.
What about it though? The first part. I heard that part.
Loving these stars because I am decorating these for my son's.
Yes. Yes, she was talking about when we did the tassel the other day.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, remember I said, I kind of hinted that the tassel was a nice little a little bit of a hint for the release this week. Does it all make sense now? All makes sense. All the stars and patriotic. Gloomy in Illinois. Oh, it was
Let me tell you,
yesterday.
it is beautiful out today. So,
gorgeous.
Okay, guys, we'll see you later. We're gonna go outside and spend some time outside in the sun while we've got it.
Yeah, Tim and I walked to get our lunch today. We went for a nice walk to burn off our lunch before we ate it.
Yeah. The fabric did come from Hobby Lobby.
We walked across the parking lot. We didn't walk far. This one's not too bad. It's got a couple, but not too bad.
Jen says these kits are so cool. I could bring them to craft with you when Ken and I go camping. So fun.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes. And they're great because they're, I will say, all of the items in this release are really quite easy to paint and assemble. And it's fun. The little fabric elements are fun in some of them, but none of them are hard and complicated or like a gazillion pieces, you know?
Yeah, we see you, Janice.
They're all very user-friendly, whether you are a new crafter or a longtime crafter. Yeah. So you just want some like easy, simple crafts that you can do just in a single sitting. Totally. These all fall under that category.
Karen said just picked out almost all the same fabrics.
Hobby Lobby's got some good fabrics. Good fabrics. And most of these they're not just seasonal. They're there all the time. They have these ones all the time. Yes, they're staples. They are staples. Okay, I think we're good.
How many pieces altogether?
Of what? Of ribbon?
Well, it says how many pieces altogether for the banner with fabric strips.
Well, the banner itself is only 2 pieces. And then the fabric strips.
Stips?
I'll tell you when I'm done. I think 1, 2, 3. I don't know, probably 8 to 10.
Yeah, it looks like.
You want to count how many I put on the blue one there?
I'm gonna have to take my shoes off.
The blue one, you need a couple more than the Canadian one because the Canadian one's slots are a little bit shorter, so you don't need quite as many for the Canadian one.
Looks like 9.
9 strips.
Looks like 9 strips.
Not that much. So I've got 3, and then I'm probably just going to do 2 of each of the other colors for now. And then I'll cut more if I need them. I'll cut more if I need them. Now, like these, you just get a few long strings on the sides that you pull off, but you don't have all those little wispy strings sticking out the sides like the plaid did. So if you don't like a lot of stringy edges, avoid plaids, because plaids tend to have more stringy edges. This, you just get that nice little soft.
Yeah, and then there was that one.
The one that we put in the VIP kit that you helped me with.
Yeah, and it was all
plaid.
stinking plaid.
It was a very stringy one. Very stringy one. Yeah.
It was horrible. We were sitting there at nighttime watching TV.
I think it took us like 3 nights to tear all those.
And that's,
watching,
we had it down packed. Well, we had a good system. She would make the slits, cut like 7 or 8 of them, and then hand them over, and I would pull all the stuff off of them and cut them to length.
Yep. And then I think I bagged them. I can't remember. Yeah. Yeah, we had a good system.
Well, I think we both bagged them once we were done.
Yeah. Yeah, it was about 9 strips of ribbon. Yeah, because I have 4 different colors here, and I'm doing 2 of each color. So the way I'm cutting it is when you buy your fabric by the yard, like this, okay, it's folded in half, okay? So when you buy it, and you're like, I want a ½ yard of fabric, and they'll lay it out and they'll cut it, and this is what you're going to end up with. A piece of fabric like this that's folded in half. Okay.
Patricia, I think it was December, the one with the snowmen.
The snowmen scarves. So then what you're going to do is you're going to keep it folded in half.
I can actually see it sitting on the laser.
That's what it was. And then you're going to cut your strips. I cut them about 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch. You can cut them thinner if you want to. You can cut them wider if you want to. And then once you have that little slit, you just grab that little tab there. Hold the other part of your fabric and just tear.
Now, I don't think.
Be careful if your husband's right next to you.
You don't hit him in the face.
It's easy to go, oops, I'm so sorry. So be really careful, okay?
I don't think we weren't watching Blacklist then.
No.
Was it Designated? We started watching Designated Survivor?
I think it was Designated Survivor, yeah. Yeah. And then you're always going to have some strings. Pull them off. Just pull them off. The long strings. This one has, the stripes has a little bit of those,
thank you, Mary. I will.
Wispy ends, but nothing too crazy. You just get a random one here or there. Not too bad. And then, but remember, okay, remember, after you tear fabric, if you're going to leave the house, check yourself, okay?
Yes, especially if you have dark colors.
Okay, because I don't know how many times I walked into the store with little strings all over me. Whenever I craft with burlap here, last week I was going to the chiropractor and I'm walking in and I'm like, oh my gosh, I literally look like I went through a dust storm. Like I had a black shirt on and it was just covered in burlap dust.
So approximately how big is a fat quarter?
Oh goodness.
50 cents.
It's a solid 50 cents.
Maybe,
a fat quarter.
Maybe 30 cents.
A fat quarter is, oh, you guys are challenging me now. I knew all this. I looked all this up and I even did a video on this and shared with you because I had an epiphany because I was confused and I didn't understand what a fat quarter was. And I finally figured out what a fat quarter was.
It's a quarter of a yard.
I did a reel on it. When I was in the store, I had an epiphany. It is, I believe
How big is a fat quarter? 18 by 22.
18 by 22. And I forget why it's a fat quarter, but I knew at one point.
Because it's a quarter a yard.
But it's a fat quarter. It's a fat quarter. There's a reason. You all tell me, remind me what I told you. And all of you were like, I didn't know that either. And now I'm like, what was it? What was the epiphany I had? I think it's because it's folded in half. When it's folded in half, it's a quarter of a yard, but a lot of times it's
called a fat quarter because it's wider than the typical quarter yard cut, which is long and thin at 9 inches by 44 inches.
There you go. There you go. So it's a fat quarter. It's like a baker's dozen. You get a little more than a quarter of a yard. All right. So what I'm going to do is we've got these all folded in half, right? Because remember we cut it in the direction where the fold was up here and we snipped it and tore it. So we're going to take the folded end and we're going to put it through our slot. You want to put the overhead on for them so they can see this?
Sure. Would you like me to
I'm going to have to find that video and reshare it for y'all.
Let me zoom out a little bit. I think that's kind of
well, no, it's perfect. It's perfect because I want them to see it. That's perfect. Right. So you got your folded end. You're going to put your folded end through the little slit. Slide it through, okay? So it comes out the other side. You're going to open that up, okay? You got like a loop there. Now you're going to take your open ends and you're going to put them through the loop, like so. And you're going to pull it, okay? So now you get your cute little finished little fold there, okay? I'm going to do the plaid on each side and I'm going to do a plaid one in the center. Because remember I cut 3 of these ones. So whatever color you want to kind of be your anchor color, we'll call it, is going to go on both ends and then in the center. So I'm going to do both my ends first. Like so. Same thing, put it through the front, grab the other part and pull it through. Okay, like so. And then I'm gonna do my next color. Let's do this one. We'll do our little gingham. Same thing. I'm gonna do the center one at the end, okay? I'll do it at the end. I'm gonna work my way to the center. Put my little folded end through the slit. Put my fingers through the loop.
A slip knot?
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
There's fancy terms for all the things I do. I just never remember what they are. Probably. And we're just going to pull that through. Grab the other one. Same
Lavada
thing.
says it's going to look great with a previous VIP kit we did a few years ago.
It is. It is.
The star on a board. I don't remember that.
It'll go well with all them. Yes, I remember that. We did like a similar, different, but similar. Yes, it was like a square one that we had done with the star on it. And we did like tassels that hung.
Choose Nightfall Blue for the star.
And then I'm going to do this one. We'll do...
Why don't I remember that?
We're going to do the polka dots next. And the scrapbook paper for the star was from Hobby Lobby. And now if you have different lengths fabric, we'll trim it up at the end, so don't worry about that. And I'll show you how I trim it at the end too, because I don't necessarily want it to be like too like perfectly lined. I want it to be a little more whimsical. Whimsical. Sounds like you're clearing your throat over there. Whimsical.
Whimsical. Like cool whip.
Cool whip.
Cool whip.
Cool whip. What was the word we were talking about the other day that was like, you had me say it. And I was saying it totally wrong. Oh, what was that? I mean, it's no surprise because I say a lot of the words wrong.
I don't know.
Others. Now, if you cut your, have thinner ribbons or thinner strips of fabric, you're going to need more to fill in your space. If you have thicker, you're going to need less strips. So it's all going to depend on how thick your ribbons and your fabric are as to how many strips you're going to need exactly. So if you do it, like this one got a little wonky on me. I don't know what happened here. This one's really thick and really thin, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't know what happened. We just got real thick over here. It's getting thick in here.
Ooh, Laura says baby fell asleep, so I've got a few minutes to watch.
Ooh.
Yes, we should start a Christie dictionary.
A Christieisms?
Yes, of Christieisms.
The things that come out of the girl's mouth. We just shake our head. All right, one last one. So we're gonna come back. We're doing the middle one. So now I'm gonna do my little plaid one. Right in the center. I'm gonna keep it right where
Sissy, that star is from the shop. It's from our new releases. Oh, crap. That means I gotta...
And don't forget, someone who shares this video and lets us know in the comments that they did, we will choose someone right here at the end to win the cutouts, but you get to choose if you want the star or the Canadian maple leaf. So you can choose which one you want because we ship to US and Canada. All right, we got one more thing we need to do. We've got a top here, a little hole, we need a hanger. So I got this little piece of fabric left over here from when I was, it's just my leftover fabric. So let me kind of cut the end. You can put a piece of tape around it. You can just twist it and put it through. It's a decent size hole, but you might need a little assistance. The other thing you can do if you can't just pull it through, you can take a, hold on, let me find one. You can take a barbecue skewer and then just poke it through and that'll pull your fabric through. All right, I'm gonna go a little further up. This is really, really skinny here and I don't know how strong it is, so I'm gonna go to where it's a little bit thicker. A little bit thicker. And I'm just gonna tie a knot. Tie a knot. I'm using my same...
Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow?
Oh, you don't even want me to start singing that one. I have my own version of that one.
Do your ears hang low?
No, do your ears hang low, but there's other things that hang lower than my ears, so... All right. So once you have it done...
Yeah, it's your earrings.
You want to kind of... Yes. Do your earrings hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your earrings hang low?
Holy mother of...
What? What?
The comments. Just like...
I feel like the comment section gets tired and then all of a sudden it goes, oh, wait, we got a bunch of comments for you. Let us show you all 300 comments all at once. Yes. All right, so you want to go back and trim. There might be little other strings that you missed.
Here, you got to read this one. I don't remember.
My daughter will be 36 next month, and I still do the same thing, LOL, such as paying her way to KCR Live so I can experience it with her. Right?
Now,
Sometimes,
what the ham sandwich happened?
Listen, it's the memories. And, you know, they ain't got the money sometimes, and we want to do the experience, and we're like, well, I want to go, and I don't want to go alone, so I'll buy your ticket. Right? I get it. Yeah.
Huh.
That'll be me and Elena someday still, I'm sure.
I figured, I see what just happened.
What happened? Oh my gosh.
Separated all the comments.
Keep it separated.
Yeah. It separated all the...
I don't know what I was separating there. Keep it separated.
Yeah, I gotta keep them separated.
Gotta keep them separated.
No, it separated all the Facebook from the YouTube.
Why did it do that?
I don't know.
We like both Facebook and YouTube. We don't want to separate, y'all.
They're supposed to be, because I got it
Usually they are. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So you can see the bottoms. You turn the overhead off now. The bottoms are like all different lengths, and that's fine. They're a little. It just, you know, it's kind of like hair. Okay, when you go get your hair styled, you want some, you know, some layers is a good thing. Layers is good. It looks good, but sometimes it's a little. When it grows out uneven and it gets a little thinner at the ends and it's a little straggly, that's not so good. So we're a little thin and straggly at the bottom here, okay? So we just gotta clean it up a little bit, okay? Some of them are just a little too short. Too short. So can you hold this? Because I'm cutting the wrong ones because I'm trying to do it single-handedly. So we want to have a little bit of variance in our lengths, but not like...
Oh, don't pull on it.
It got caught in the scissor. You don't want it to be like straggly. Just a little tamed, but not too tamed, okay? So a couple shorter ones, a couple longer ones, kind of like that. See, isn't that better? So they're not like perfectly cut off straight. It gives it a little bit of movement and a little bit of depth and a little bit of dimension, but it's not straggly looking, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. But y'all, isn't that adorable? So adorable. Love the stars. I'm so glad we like changed minds last second.
Lynn says save some stuff for the VIP.
I know. Listen, there's a lot going through my head. There were some songs I could have sang, okay? Keep us up, all right? Yeah. That I held, but y'all don't, you guys don't even know the amount that I like filter. This brain is always going in places it shouldn't go. All right, guys. So if you shared this video and you let us know in the comments that you did, if you didn't, hurry up and do it now because we are about to gift this set that we made today to somebody. We're gonna let you choose if you want the star for US or the maple leaves for Canada, okay? So if you already ordered it and you win, you get an extra one, you can gift one to somebody, okay? But we are going to pick somebody right here, right now. Are you ready?
Ooh.
Gotta filter it. He wants to know what your favorite war is so he can make you a little, oh my God, that's so cute. Go back. That's so cute. Heath is so cute. He says, Tim, Heath wants to know what your favorite war is so he can make you, oh, it keeps moving, a little diorama when we craft. That is so sweet. Heath is cool. Heath is a cool dude. He is super cool. I love that. And he's pretty funny too. Tim shows me his videos, his Hobby Lobby videos. We could have some fun in Hobby Lobby. We could. Yeah. So you'll have to.
How much you guys live?
Do you have to think about that, or do you know?
Oh, I know. Well.
You know?
Yeah.
What is it? Tell her.
Yeah, my favorite war was the Civil War.
The Civil War. There you go.
There's just so much history in it.
The Civil War. That wasn't very civil. The Civil War.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of a...
I know, right? What kind of name is that, right? All right, guys, so we're gonna gift this. I don't know what I was saying before that, but
Princess, can you show all the new stuff one last time?
I sure can. Absolutely. Who was that? Who wants to see it? Miss
I believe
Sharon?
it was Miss Sharon.
Okay, so you saw the star. Here's the maple leaf version for our Canadian friends. So cute, so cute. And then, let's see, we've got our, where's our Canadian one? Right here. We've got our leaners. So we have our US and our Canadian leaners. So these are 1/8 inch overlays on 1/4 inch cutouts. And then we have our chunky set.
Chunky.
We like it chunky. We like it chunky. Chunky,
Do
chunky,
it chunky. Chunky monkey.
So it's the dog tags and the firecracker. I showed earlier, this would be so cute. Remember this we made the other day? Our little garland, our little farmhouse patriotic garland. Imagine that with the dog tags. So cute, love it. And of course we did all these red, white, and blue, but you could do them more like military colors if you wanted to.
Okay. Heath said he's on it. A good choice. It was 407 beers ago.
Love it.
I love
Love
that.
it. Love it. Okay, next we have our sitters. Our sitters. Our shelf sitters. We've got the star. And then we got the Canadian maple leaf. And these have the fun little fabric accents. And they sit up.
Oh, that looks like a mohawk.
Like that. It's like a mohawk. It's a side hawk. Remember in the 80s when the boys like had the little spiky hair? Like it would be like all like cool and like slicked over, and then they had like,
oh gosh, what's that?
sticking out the side.
A flock of seagulls.
My brother got him and his friends cut his hair the morning of school pictures, and he went to school and his friends styled his hair, and they did his hair in that hairstyle, and then he brushed it all down before he came home, so my mom never knew until we got the pictures back after picture day when they sent the little packets home that you already paid for, and his hair's like whew.
Oh, I bet
my mom was. She was like, "What did you do?" It was such a popular haircut at the time though.
Oh no, Lynn, you'll never be replaced.
And then he started styling his hair that way after that. All right, next we have our, I feel like I'm missing something else. Is that? Okay, we have our 3-inch rounds. So our 3-inch rounds, I've got those spread out all over the place here. Let me grab them. It's a set of, there's 5 different ones. You can buy them individually or you can get them all together. I put some of them in some of our 3-inch round sign bases. We got the boots. These boots are made for Warren. That's just what they'll do. One of these boots are gonna... Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, stop.
They're like army boots. That's why I said Warren. Not walking.
Yeah, stop.
We got the dog tags. I know it was bad. It was bad. My attempt at making up songs is so bad. We got the firecracker that's in the barn right now. We've got the USA with the heart that's in our watering can. And then we've got the flag that's in the doily right now. But you can put them in any ones that you want to. But this is why I suggest like neutral colors, because then like that patriotic one still looks super cute in it. You know, always be mindful of the colors you choose when you paint, when you have the interchangeables. I think that's all of them.
I think so.
I think it's all. I think it's all. It wasn't a huge release. It was a
huge.
smaller release. So that is everything. So... Yes, definitely watch the replay, Miss Myrie, the beginning
Off to
part.
the chiropractor.
Ooh,
You got that today or
I got graduated. I don't have to go back till Friday. I'm getting myself in line. It's the only place in life I'm getting in line is the chiropractor. But I'm getting there.
It was Tomped Red and Nightfall Blue.
Tomped Red, Nightfall Blue, and white for everything. Yep. And then I used for the boots, I did jute and Bambi brown. I did jute underneath on the inside, so it's a little bit lighter. And then for the boot cutouts themselves, the soles, I did with Bambi brown. All right, so I'm hot now. Whew. You all got me running around in circles, grabbing everything back and forth. Man, this is an active live.
Yeah, calm down over there.
Okay. Oh, Aw, Sissy says, love them all. I will check out your page. Well, thank you, Miss Sissy. Welcome. I'm glad that you like what you're seeing here. Tim has the link in the description of the video. It's also in the comments, so you can shop all of these. And don't forget our Hero First Responder collection is also in that link. Those are all on sale until Friday at 11:59 p.m. and they are retiring May 31st. They will be leaving the shop for good May 31st, but they're on sale right now, so grab them while they're on sale, okay? All right, you ready to gift?
Sure.
All right, y'all. So the way we do it here, I know we have some new people. Tim is going to scroll through the comments. It shows us everyone who shared this on Facebook, and it shows us everyone who shared it on YouTube. If you shared it from both places, it's going to show your name twice. So Tim's going to scroll through the comments. When I say stop, the first name that he sees that shows that you shared it, you will be gifted, and you'll get to choose. So you'll just tell us which one that you want, okay? Are you ready?
Yep.
All right.
Scrolling. Keep those names a-rolling. Scrolling. Oh, winner. Scrolling. Keep those names a-rolling. Scrolling.
Stop.
Wow.
In the name of love, before you
collaborate and
my
listen.
heart. Is that a gnome with a striped hat behind you? A gnome with a striped hat behind me.
The gnome with the striped hat. That's
oh, it is.
The kid with the striped pajamas.
It's like Uncle Sam, or a gnome, or what? It is kind of a gnome. Yeah, whatever you want it to be. Some people don't like gnomes, so we say it's Uncle Sam. Some people don't like Uncle Sam, so we say it's a gnome. It is whatever you want it to be.
It's an Uncle Sam gnome.
It's an Uncle Sam gnome. So yeah, I made this last year
so
live.
Irritate everybody at once.
Here on Facebook. So this was just an everyday craft that we did with all items you can get at craft stores or you might already have in your craft stash. So yeah, I made him last year during Patriotic season. So you can find that here on Facebook, and I don't know if we have that one up on YouTube yet or not. We're working on the YouTube thing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing getting all these videos up to YouTube. A whole thing. But we're working on it. We have them all downloaded and saved, but it's just going to take us time to get them all up to YouTube. So, all right, guys. Do we got someone? Do we got a winner?
All we do.
May I have the winter? The winter, not the winter.
Yes,
I
winter.
don't
so
want
you
winter. May I have the winner? The winter. We have Miss Cheryl Miner. Miss Cheryl Miner. Miss Cheryl, send us an email. Send us an email and say, hey, I won the giveaway on the live today. I would like the star, or I would like the maple leaves. So let us know which one, which banner you want. Just say, hey, I won the banner today. I want the star. I won the banner today. I want the maple leaf. So Miss Cheryl Miner, send us an email. Christy's team at christyscraftroom.com. Christy's team at Christy's Craftroom. Yeah, easier for me to say than you, or not.
Yeah.
Christy's, oh Lord.
Christy's team at christyscraftroom.com.
There we go. There we go.
That's
where
Christy's
you email
team
us.
at christyscraftroom.com.
I am all twisted today. All sorts of twisted up. All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. Let me give away one last peek at what we made today. And it is in the shop now. You can grab it up. And I love this one. Super, super fun. Yeah.